Part 21.5 Al-Anbiya, the Prophets. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. We continue our profound and enlightening journey through Surah Al-Anbiya, a sacred chapter that elevates our understanding of creation and dismantles the false idols of the human mind. We have delved into the purpose of the cosmos, affirmed that it was not created for play, and learned from the perpetual humble worship of the angels. Today we confront the very heart of disbelief, the worship of false deities, and the rejection of divine unity. We will navigate verses 21 to 25, which serve as a powerful and logical refutation of polytheism, a brilliant exposition on the nature of divine oneness, a reaffirmation that all prophets, peace be upon them, without exception, were sent with a single universal message: the call to worship Allah alone. This segment is a spiritual purification, a call to cleanse the heart of all associations and to stand in pure, unadulterated submission to the one true Lord of the universe. Kenzel Iman, Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21:21. Verse 21. Or have they taken gods from the earth, who can resurrect? This verse opens with a rhetorical question that is both a challenge and a condemnation of the disbelievers' misguided beliefs. It's a question, or have they taken gods from the earth who can resurrect? Exposes the utter irrationality of their polytheism. The power of resurrection, of bringing the dead back to life, is the ultimate manifestation of absolute power and is the core of the Day of Judgment. It is a power that is solely and exclusively in the hands of Allah. The verse is asking, can these idols, these so-called gods they worship, perform this one monumental act of creation? The answer is an obvious and resounding no. The idols are inanimate. They are created from the very earth they stand upon, and they have no power to create, let alone bring life back from death. The Sufi perspective on this verse is deeply profound. The gods from the earth are not just physical idols of stone and wood, but also the idols of the inner world, the worship of one's own ego-nafs, the pursuit of wealth, power, and fame as if they were the ultimate purpose of life. These are the false deities that many people enthrone in their hearts. Just as the physical idols of the past could not resurrect the dead, the idols of the modern soul cannot give true life to the heart. They are hollow and temporary, and they will all crumble in the face of the ultimate truth. This verse is a call to intellectual honesty and spiritual self-reflection. It challenges us to ask ourselves, what do we truly worship? What do we place our ultimate faith in? Kanzel Iman Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets. 21:22. Verse 22. Had there been within them, i.e. the heavens and earth gods besides Allah, they both would have been corrupted. So glorified is Allah, the Lord of the throne, from that which they describe. This verse is a cornerstone of Islamic theology, a powerful logical argument for divine unity, Tawhid. It presents a simple, elegant, and irrefutable proof. If there were multiple gods with independent wills and powers, the entire cosmos would be in a state of chaos and corruption. The Arabic word for corrupted facade implies a state of disorder, disarray, and utter breakdown. If one god willed for the sun to rise and another for it to set at the same time, the result would be destruction. The perfect, harmonious order of the universe, from the orbit of the planets to the intricate biology of a single cell, is the greatest proof that it is governed by a single, supreme, and unified will. There can be no rivals, for rivalry would lead to ruin. The verse concludes with, so glorified is Allah, the Lord of the throne, from that which they describe. This is a powerful exclamation of divine transcendence. The throne arsh is the ultimate symbol of Allah's authority and dominion. This phrase asserts that Allah is far above and beyond the flawed, limited descriptions that the polytheists attribute to him. He is not a part of creation, nor is he like his creation. He is the single, absolute, and perfect source of all existence. This verse serves as a spiritual balm for the believer, affirming the magnificent and flawless nature of their Lord. Kanzel Iman, Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets. 21:23. Verse 23. He is not questioned about what he does, but they will be questioned. This verse highlights the immense difference between the Creator and the created. The statement, he is not questioned about what he does, is a declaration of divine sovereignty. Allah's actions are rooted in perfect justice, wisdom, and knowledge. They are beyond the comprehension of a limited human intellect. We do not have the right or the capacity to question the ultimate wisdom behind His decrees. This is not a statement of an arbitrary despot. It is a declaration of a perfect, all-knowing, and all-wise king whose actions are by definition flawless. In contrast, the second half of the verse states, "But they will be questioned." This refers to all of creation, including humanity. We, with our limited knowledge and often flawed intentions, will be held accountable for our every action, thought, and word. We will be questioned about our purpose, our choices, and our deeds. This contrast is a powerful lesson in humility and responsibility. It reminds us that we are not autonomous beings but servants, who will be audited for every aspect of our lives. This verse instills a deep sense of awareness and consciousness in the believer, prompting them to live each day with the knowledge that a reckoning awaits. Kanz el-Aman, Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21:24, verse 24? Or have they taken gods besides Him? Say, bring your proof. This is the remembrance of those with me, and the remembrance of those before me. Rather, most of them do not know the truth, so they are turning away. This verse is a direct and bold challenge to the disbelievers. Prophet, peace be upon him, is commanded to ask a question that cuts to the very heart of their claims. Bring your proof. This is a call to intellectual and logical honesty. The burden of proof lies with the one making the claim. The polytheists had no evidence, no logical argument, and no rational basis for their belief in multiple gods. Their belief was based on blind tradition and superstition. In contrast, the Quran's message is based on irrefutable evidence, from the magnificent order of the cosmos to the inner workings of the human soul. The verse then offers a second, even more powerful argument. This is the remembrance of those with me and the remembrance of those before me. This refers to the universal message of divine unity that has been consistently delivered by all the prophets, peace be upon them, and is confirmed by the believers who follow them. The message of Tawhid is not new. It is the most ancient and continuous of all truths. The Prophet, peace be upon him, is not bringing a new religion, but is reaffirming the one true way of life that was taught by Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and all the messengers before him. The consistency of this message across time and space is a profound testament to its truth. The verse concludes by stating that most of them do not know the truth, and as a result, they are turning away. Their rejection is a result of their own ignorance and their refusal to seek knowledge and truth. Hadith. A powerful hadith that connects with this verse is from Sahih al-Bukhari, book 60, Hadith 48. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "I have been given the keys of the words. I have been given victory with fear. And while I was sleeping, the keys of the treasures of the earth were brought to me and put in my hand." This hadith can be interpreted as the Prophet, peace be upon him, being given the key to divine knowledge and wisdom which he presented to humanity. The challenge to bring your proof is an invitation to engage with this knowledge. The Prophet's mission was to offer a logical, reasoned, and consistent truth, and the disbelievers' refusal was a result of their own ignorance and fear of losing their false beliefs. Kanzalam and Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21:25. Verse 25. And we did not send any messenger before you except that we revealed to him that there is no God but I, so worship me. This verse is the most powerful and unambiguous statement of divine unity in this segment. It is a universal, timeless declaration that transcends all boundaries of culture, language, and geography. It states that every single messenger ever sent by Allah, from the very first to the last, was given one core, central, and non-negotiable message. There is no God but I, so worship me. This establishes the continuity of the prophetic message and the oneness of the divine source. It shatters the notion of different religions with different gods and unifies the entire prophetic tradition under the banner of pure monotheism. The path to salvation is singular, the worship of Allah alone. The Sufi understands this verse as the ultimate truth. The entire spiritual journey is an unceasing effort to internalize this reality. The goal of every spiritual practice, every moment of remembrance, and every act of devotion is to remove all veils between the servant and the Lord, and to live in a state of constant, pure, and singular worship. This verse leaves no room for confusion or compromise. It is a crystal-clear directive from the Lord of all creation, and it is the single most important lesson of all divine revelation. Let us now supplicate, drawing from the profound lessons of these verses, asking Allah to grant us a deeper understanding and to guide our every step. O Allah, the one and only, we beseech you to purify our hearts from every form of shirk and association. Remove from us the worship of our own egos, our desires, and our worldly attachments. Grant us a deep and unwavering faith in your absolute oneness, and let our every action and intention be for your sake alone. Make us of those who truly understand the message of your prophets, and who live lives of pure and sincere devotion to you. O Lord of the heavens and the earth, protect us from all forms of falsehood, and guide us to the path of truth, which is your straight path. May Allah illuminate your heart and mind with the light of this divine ilm. May He make your channel a beacon of guidance for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. May your efforts be a source of immense reward, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. The peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. May He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth, and may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Amin.